Hello, in today's video we're going to be looking at a scam by some Russians. Let's get into it. Roll titles! Yes, that's right. Someone has tried to scam me again, and I think it might be some Russians. And what we're going to do in this video today is I'm going to show you what's happened, and then we're going to try and install the dodgy software on my actual computer and see what damage it does, if any. So at the end of January, I got this email through to me, and it says, "Hello, my name is Andrew Martin, and I am advertising manager of the developer company End Night Games. Our new game, Sons of the Forest, will be officially released in Feb 2023. This game will be a continuation of the famous game called The Forest. I think you definitely played this game, or at least once heard about it." I haven't, I've never heard of it. "Our company is currently looking for interesting YouTubers to provide early access to our game for promotion. That is why we want to offer you cooperation with us. We would like you to make a short video about our game. It can be a let's play or a review, choose yourself. If you're interested, I will tell you more about the video in next mails. Please reply to this message if you are interested in our offer for further discussion of our cooperation, payment and deadlines. We wish you a wonderful day. End Night Games." Sounds lovely, doesn't it? So let's have a little look at End Night Games, and yeah, they do seem to be a thing. endnightgames.com, and look, they've even got a game called The Forest, so I guess it's not a scam, maybe? But let's just go back to the domain name that email came from. Martin at Survive the Forest Online. Let's see what happens. Oh, hang on, that website doesn't exist. That's a bit strange. We'll go to getdotted.com, which is a really quick way of looking at domain names, and we'll go and see if we can find some information on survivetheforest.online. Okay, so it's found the domain name. Excellent. Now let's look at the who is details. Oh, hang on. Look at this, we've got some .ru business going on here in the name servers, and also up here, reg.ru. And for those of you who don't know, .ru is a Russian domain name. And now obviously anyone can buy these domain names, you don't necessarily have to be from Russia, but it looks like someone from Russia has bought that domain name. Very interesting. So I replied to that email and said, yes, I would be interested. How much are you offering me for this collaboration? Because ultimately they want to pay me to advertise their product, so I need to know how much they're going to be paying me and if it is indeed worth my time. So I didn't actually get a reply to that email, which was a bit strange, but then I did get this email. "Hi, sorry for such a long reply. I'm writing to you again about the collaboration and advertising of our new game. We had some problems with the mail from which I communicated with you, so now the communication will be from here." That doesn't sound suspicious at all. "I want to say about the video, we don't have any strict criteria for YouTubers. We just want to get an honest and real review of our game so that your subscribers know what it really is." I think we're going to find out what it really is. "Payment is made in 2 parts. We will transfer you an advance payment, 30%, after checking and approving your edits before publishing the video on YouTube. For verification, you'll need to provide us with the video in a way that is convenient for you. The second part of the payment is made when your video is ready to be published on YouTube. Payment is transferred via a blockchain wallet or PayPal/bank transfer. Please let me know when you're ready to try our game, and I'll send you the installation files with further instructions." So I've actually had this email from h.pedersen at the-forest-2.site. Okay, let's see what site is on that domain. Oh, hang on. There's no website there either. Let's go back to getdotted and see what the deal is with that domain name. Oh, they found it. Let's look at the who is of that domain name. Oh, Russian. So it does look like this is some sort of Russian-based thing. Now, actually, at this point, I hadn't really considered it was a scam because The Forest, the original game, seemed real, and I hadn't actually checked the domain names. So I actually replied and said, okay, so what is your offer for payment? Because obviously I need to know how much they're offering to pay me, because sometimes with these things, they might offer you like 30 quid. And whilst 30 quid would be great, it doesn't really cover the time it takes to make and edit a video, especially when it's for advertising. So they replied, "Hi, for a video of this format, we can offer you $500. Would you be satisfied with that price? If you are happy with it and are ready to go to our game, please let us know and I will send it to you right away." And I thought to myself, well, that's quite good. I wouldn't say no to $500 to play a game and make a video about it. Yeah, why not? And I said, I agree to the fee, but I'll require 40% up front. And that's largely because I don't know these people from Adam, and if they're not going to pay me or disappear or whatever, they can disappear and I can have like $200. They just said, okay. Attached to the letter detailed are instructions for further cooperation. Please write to me after getting acquainted with our game. If you have any problems, be sure to write to me and I will help you right away. Now, attached to it was this PDF file. Let me bring it up for you. Dear partner, thank you for agreeing to promote Sons of the Forest on your YouTube channel. We're glad that you like our game and want to cooperate with us. We hope that this advertising will be the starting point for further cooperation. Please read the instruction manual. I'm not going to chuck it away like I normally do with instruction manuals. I'm going to read this properly. You need to download, click a demo version of Sons of the Forest version 2.0. Open the download archive and unpack it to any location. Password for the archive, The Forest. Open the game launcher. Enter the game by entering the login and password that our mail manager will give you. Let us know about your experience with the game so that we can send you prepayment for the video. Now, obviously, I'm starting to get very twitchy when I receive emails with PDFs where I can download things from. Now, if you've seen my MSI scammer video, which I'll put up in the corner, that corner, I'll put it up in one of the corners, you'll see that something very similar happened. So at this point, I was thinking, balls. This is a scam, isn't it? Now, I thought rather than just quickly download and run the game and potentially infect my computer with God knows what, I'd wait until I recorded this video before I do that, because, you know, if I'm going to destroy my computer, I might as well get it on film. It mentioned that I needed a username and password to get into the game. So I replied, the PDF mentions a username and password. Can I have this, please? And then they replied, password, The Forest. You can make up your own username. Oh, it's like that, is it? We can do whatever we like now. I was told that I was going to get a username and password, but I could just make one up. Now, this is where I was trying to get a little bit sneaky and try and see if they were actually Russian scammers or I was just being a bit overcautious. So if you remember from my MSI video, I went and made a Grabify link. And if you make a Grabify link and they click on that link, that will tell you where they're opening the link from and if they're using a VPN or anything like that to try and hide where they're from. So basically, I made a fake error message appear on the screen of my computer and I screenshot it and then deliberately sent it to them so it was very, very, very small and they wouldn't be able to read it. And I made it link a song that I thought seemed fitting. Now, unfortunately, they didn't actually click on that, which made me a bit sad because I wanted to confirm that they were indeed from Russia. But I actually used something very cool in my email, which is called Mixmax. And basically, it helps you manage your email and track it. And it tells you when someone has opened your email. And sometimes it tells you the email client that they're using, and more importantly, where they've opened the email. Now, they didn't click on my Grabify link, but they did open the email. And, well, there you go. They're based in Moscow and using Linux. Interesting, eh? So it looks like I've got a dodgy file to download onto my computer, which is the game. It's not the game. So I thought once I explained the story to you, we'd open it on my computer and see what happens, if indeed anything. Now, I'm not stupid enough to open it on my actual computer because I'm not a madman. I actually need this computer to edit this video and do all my work. So what I've actually done is install something called a VMware. Now, VMware allows you to create a virtual computer inside your actual computer. So it uses the processor and the memory and your hard drive space, but it's sort of sandboxed and kept sort of out of your main computer. So anything I run on this virtual computer won't cause any damage to my actual computer. So yeah, I made a little test machine and let's boot it up. So yeah, this is essentially like a Windows computer running inside my Windows computer. It's really handy for situations like this when I want to see if I'm about to be scammed or any damage is going to happen. I mean, amazingly, it could be that I open this and I get a wonderful game to play, but I don't think that's the case. So here on the virtual computer, we've got the PDF file. It's the same one you just saw. And we have also got a bit of software called Wireshark. And Wireshark basically looks at every single bit of network traffic coming in and out of your computer. So hopefully we'll be able to watch what's happening with the network. So when we open this dodgy software, it might be calling home to motherland in Russia, or, well, I don't know. This is all happening live right now. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to work, or if indeed it is. This is all the stuff that's going on my network adapter on the virtual machine. So for example, if I open up a web browser and go to my company website, leave that doing in the background. We'll filter it to show DNS stuff. There we go. You can see that it's pulling the information through from my website, kcjhdesign.co.uk. Go there if you need anything designed. So yeah, this is basically telling us all the communication that's going on through the computer right now, or through the virtual computer right now. And most of it's just it phoning home to Microsoft and Bing and all that kind of stuff. So everything here so far looks pretty normal. Right, so now we need to download that dodgy old file, don't we? So let's download. Oh no! Dropbox have killed the link. What a pity. But thankfully, I saved a copy of the download file onto my actual computer without unzipping it or doing anything to it. So let's get this copy that I was meant to be able to download off my actual computer and into the virtual machine. So back in a second. Okay, so now we've got our game downloaded onto the desktop of my virtual machine, and we need to unzip it. And let's just extract it to the desktop. Oh, it needs the password. What was the password? Password, the forest. This is quite scary because I've got literally no idea what it's going to do. It could be a game. Who knows? So we've got our Wireshark running there in the background telling us what's going on. Seems to be just lots of phoning home to Microsoft at the moment. And let's go and have a look what we've got in this folder. Okay, so we've got two things. We've got the Sons of the Forest setup, and we've got the privacy policy. Let's have a little butchers at the privacy policy. Guess that's the one we want. EN, English, yeah, let's have a look. AC User Experience Improvement Program. It's not going to be a game, is it? Yeah, so basically they seem to have copied some licensing stuff from Acer and yeah, just pretended that it's their own. I see. Shall we run the setup and see what happens? Oh, hang on, look, file description, OxyJoiner. Hang on, what is OxyJoiner? Seems to be a lot of Russian things. Trojan horse. Joiner, okay. This looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Right, let's run it, see what happens. Oh, we've got an FX01 error, that's interesting. Well, it doesn't seem to be phoning home to the motherland. Let's see if there's anything running in the task manager. Oh, hello. Hello, Oxy Joiner. What are you up to there? So there we go, we've got a little guy sitting and running, but thankfully it won't cause any harm. I think I'll have to do some extra research on the Oxy Joiner. That's interesting, isn't it? It's just kind of sat there. I wonder if I restart this computer, whether it'll like come back. Doesn't look anything else untoward. No. Right, let's restart the computer. Actually, while that's restarting, let's have a massive shout out to those cool people who joined the channel. So this month, those awesome people are... The wonderful Kip fans are No Name Added, Matt Lovies, JRC Electrical, For the Burbs, Tim Salt and Mark C. Then we got those great early birds who are Roberta Gorristum, Stairs 6 Fix, Dean Ball, Gary Bannon, The Coder, Sean at Gablesmith Electrical and Wayne at A1 Electrical Services. Then we have got those wonderful Kip lovers. They are definitely not Russian scammers. We've got Richard Arblaster, Bella Webster, Lawrence and Adventure Rachel. Then we've got our amazing Kip Nutter, Becky Boobar. And then let's give a massive shout out to the wonderful, the Kip Mental, David Elphick. Thank you to all of those wonderful people. And if you want to join the channel, then just hit the join button and you can join from as little as 99p a month, which is really helpful. So anyway, the computer has restarted. Let's see if we've still got that guy running in the background. It's possible. No. Okay. Let's just run it again for fun. Yeah, there's our Oxy Joiner. I kind of wish I could sort of delve into this file a bit more and see exactly what it's meant to do. I imagine it's some sort of payload for sort of a bit of malware that sort of sits on your computer. It's put in something else that I can't see and that's not immediately obvious. So there you go. I'm not going to be reviewing The Forest 2. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why the Russians are particularly interested in me. I'm just a boring old YouTuber from Essex. If you get sent anything like that, please don't open it, just because it's just too dangerous. It's too dangerous. Although what's slightly interesting is the virus and threat protection in Windows didn't actually come up and go, hang on, this looks a bit Russian. There we go. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want me to do some other scammy stuff like this, then please do let me know in the comments below. And the next time I get a slightly suspicious email, I will proceed and make another video. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But for now, and for the Russians, it's game over.